I gave my AI access to my entire book library, not to summarize books, to actually grow alongside me. This is what happened when reading a book became part of the system. I'm currently reading Atomic Habits, and the AI that helps me run my life. It knows exactly where I am in the book, what I've been listening to this week, and it used that knowledge to help me build a system I actually use. That's not a chatbot trick, that's a feedback loop. The foundation is Audiobookshelf, a self-hosted audiobook server. It's the first audiobook app I've actually stuck with. It runs on my home machine. I connect to it from anywhere using Tailscale. We covered that in an earlier episode. No cloud subscription, no DRM headaches. My library, my rules. But the part that changed how I use it, I gave the AI an API key. Now it knows what I'm reading, how far I am, and when I last listened. Here's how the pieces connect. Audiobookshelf has a REST API. I pointed Kai at it with a read-only API key. Now at the start of any session, Kai can check what I'm listening to, how far I am, and flag it as context. That context then flows into everything else. Morning briefings, habit tracking, daily notes in my journal system. But the real thing, the part I didn't expect to work this well, is what comes after the API connection. I call it the wisdom flywheel. I finish enough of a book to understand its core system. Then I sit with Kai and extract the actionable framework. Not a summary, the actual operating principles. Then we build a Claude Code skill from it. Atomic Habits gave us the 4 laws. I now have a /habit skill in my PAI system that uses that framework to design habits, diagnose why one isn't sticking, and adjust the approach. That skill didn't come from a prompt template, it came from actually reading the book. The quality is different. The AI knows the system, not just the buzzwords. And here's what I want to expand next. Every book I read that has a real system in it, stoicism, sleep science, decision-making frameworks, could become a skill. The library becomes a capability store. I don't know yet which books are worth converting versus just worth reading. That's something I'm figuring out as I go. If you've read something with a system inside it that you think could become a skill, I want to know. Drop it in the comments. Here's the honest test. What's actually working and what's still rough. What works? The audiobook shelf setup is solid. I access it from my phone, my laptop, from places with no internet at home. Tailscale handles all of it. No buffering issues, no library sync problems. It just works. The API integration with Kai is genuinely useful. When I haven't listened in a few days, Kai flags it in my morning briefing. Small thing, but it's a nudge from something that knows my actual behavior, not a generic reminder app. The Atomic Habits skill, the habits I've built using it, are real. The framework helps diagnose why something isn't sticking. That's the result I care about. What's rough? Getting Audiobookshelf set up is not one click. It's Docker, network configuration. Getting your library imported cleanly. If you've never self-hosted anything, expect an afternoon. The wisdom extraction step is still semi-manual. I have to decide when I understand a book well enough to extract from it, then actually do the session with Kai. That work doesn't automate itself. That's not a bug, but don't expect the flywheel to spin on its own. And sourcing audiobooks legally, that part's on you. The server is just a server. What you put in it is your business. Audiobookshelf plus PAI integration, 8 out of 10. Use this if you want to own your reading, access it anywhere, and actually connect what you're learning to how you operate. Skip it if you're looking for a drag and drop setup. This one requires some configuration work up front. The part that surprised me most, the AI knowing what I'm reading changes the quality of every conversation we have. It's not smarter, it's more relevant. That's a different kind of useful. This is the system working the way it's supposed to, not replacing me, making me more me. Follow. There are more books to read and more skills to build.